Very good morning, guys. Welcome to today's live decoding session for Bank Nifty futures. Today is 19th of October, Thursday. The current time is 9:09 a.m. IST, and let me just quickly share my screen. First of all, let me just focus on this particular bigger chart. So the pre-open data is already out, and what am I seeing right now is a massive liquidation is seen. So we are opening around 43,616, and if I go to the order flow chart, we are gonna open. So basically there were a lot of trapped supply in this particular range, and we are actually opening gap down. So I am looking for a sell on rise. Now the areas of interest will be 43,600, 43,500. Similarly on the futures, it will be around 43,750 and 43,700, right? So overall my plan of action is to sell on rise. So when the auction is going to reach maybe this particular level, which is around 940 or 950, that's where I'm looking for auction for a move. Right now, as the auction is opening gap down, we are opening around 616, right? So as we are opening around 600, so expect a chop. So what will happen is, as the price will open, it will drop, it will continue, or it will be just balancing. Okay, so I'm not interested to execute in this because already it's opening 200 points lower. So what I am looking for is where for some price stability. Is it coming at around 600 level or 650 level? And if it is not able to break, so the first scenario, if it is not breaking 600, right, then I'm expecting auction to rise and see if there are some trapped sellers. If there are some trapped sellers, then I'm expecting continuation higher and the price to reach towards the 43,800 and see if it fills the particular gap or not. Okay, that's scenario number one. Scenario number two is if it breaks 43,600, then at a retracement level is where I'll be looking to take a short, targeting the 50 point, that is 43,550 and 43,500. Okay, that's scenario number two. Scenario number three is the price is just dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. It clears 43,500. That's where I'm expecting some sideways, and again it is dropping, going around 450. So this is that range. So around 480, so 500, 480 and 450 is where I'm expecting some sort of sideways a balancing activity, because that's where the sellers are getting exhausted, buyers are coming in, and I'm looking for a mean reversion trade. So that's the third strategy wherein I'm looking forward to be executing today. And let me just also double my balance zone, so that way I get more clarity in terms of where the auction is getting opened. Okay, but overall, yes, we are opening lower. So these are the prices, these are the ranges where I am looking. And currently in ES, so what happens in Bank Nifty, so currently there is a lot of inventory is definitely short in ES. This is S&P 500, and here inventory is also short. It is developing below previous day's close, and see it is getting accepted around the previous day's low. Okay, so there is some sort of acceptance. There are trapped sellers, so this particular is a trapped supply, indicating trapped sellers. So buyers came in at 43,330. Currently I'm looking for price to go to 43,32, and there is someone selling right here, so I'm expecting a quick bounce and then again coming lower. But yeah, so whatever I'm studying in Bank Nifty, I'm applying the same concepts in Nifty, in S&P 500. Okay, so the time is 9:13:34 or 36 seconds. So if you have got any questions, yeah, feel free to use the chat function, and I'll just we'll just observe how the auction develops. So this is one chart, this is a 30-minute chart, and 200 points. So we are going to open around so 700. So basically the areas where I'm expecting is this particular range. Yeah, 744, 640 and 536. These are the three prices where plus, this is a stop level, so we are obviously opening below this. A lot of stop orders are there, so I'm looking for continuation lower. But yeah, let's see how the auction develops, and how the overall price. So what's the order flow which is gonna come in. Okay, so yep, in next 30 seconds the market will open. So let's see, if you have any questions, yeah, feel free to use the chat function. Okay, so now the auction will open. So observing here and here. So currently there is an acceptance above 650 level. It has not tagged the 600 level. I want this particular level to be tagged. On the future side, 800 is where there is a seller, and 700 is where the supply is getting shut off. Okay. So no trade for the moment, and I'll just switch over to the smaller time frame, the 1 minute chart to observe the order flow. And yeah, so it has broken 744. So for me, this is an area of interest. Now I'm expecting continuation lower. Do we get that or not? So that, I'll be just gauging from the print. Okay. So I'm looking at 650. In futures, I'm looking at 750. Yeah, so there is a seller, there is a supply at this particular level. I want the price to go to 600. So currently there is a min reversion opportunity. So let the price look below 600 and fail. This is where I'm looking to, take a quick long trade towards just a 10-point move. Yeah. Okay. So it is coming to 600. Here it is already broken 700, so it looked below and failed. There are more sellers, spotted in this range. Yep, it is broken. Now 590, 594, 584. So there is a continuation seen. So 580, 585, 579. Good, good. Come on, continue. Now, does it reaches to 550 is, what I'm looking at. This is where, I'm looking for some exhaustion. Overall, there is supply seen. The print is suggesting that there is supply. So now as the auction is, so now I will be looking to short for any retracement towards 600. That's where, I'm looking to take a short. Currently, there is a seller at, in the 640 to 620 range. Okay. So the action plan is if it moves here, this is where I'm looking to take a short. Second action plan is, okay, so now some buyers are absorbing the order, so it is going to move higher. I'm looking for a retracement and then, take out this buying. Similarly, in the futures chart, I'm seeing there is absorption seen and it is not breaking the 700 level. Okay, so it went to 600 and now it is failing. So let me just go to a smaller time frame to observe the overall order flow. Okay. So this is on a 1 minute chart, and this is on the futures. So currently I'm looking for I'm looking for sellers at VWAP. Do we get a supply here or not? But this is the overall range. So this is a 50-point range, a pretty big range. But it is coming again at 600. Over it there is supply. So auction is looking for fresh, new sellers to come into the come in and participate. Okay, so it's still hovering around this. So now this particular short, yeah, it is failing, so that's fine. So there is some absorption of supply seen at which level, which at 600 level. Let me just go to a 1 minute time frame. So I'm expecting supply to come in at VWAP. Let's see whether we see a seller at VWAP or not. Okay, the areas where I'm looking for buyers are here, sellers are here. So this is another area where there is a buyer. I'm looking for a supply at VWAP. So let's see whether this particular level holds or not. Okay, so there is a seller at VWAP and I'm looking for supply to shut off here. So I am looking to take a long trade here at 704. Okay, so if you're shorted here, this is your target because this is where some absorption will be happening. So let's see whether we get that or not. Okay, so it has reached this level and it moved higher. Come on, I'm just looking at this particular level. There is a buyer here, supply moved higher. Okay, here is the buyer, here is the seller, and it is breaking VWAP. So, this trade worked out well, and the balance levels are working out, and now we are gonna move up. Now this is where I'm looking for a supply. It has cleared it. So do seller hold this level or not? So if you were long from here, this is your exit. Yeah, basically you are selling in strength. Yeah. So you can also use, so I use this simple system to understand or analyze the order flow. Okay. Now let me just, okay, so in spot there are some buyers at 600, and in futures what we have is we have got trapped sellers. Okay, so now I'm looking for continuation higher. Let's see whether we get that. Now odds are less because overhead we have got some supply seen. So there is a seller which is coming at 750 level. Okay, so now I'm just observing this level, and we will be chopping between VWAP and 750, VWAP and 750, and I'm looking for a clean break. Okay, so there is a seller at 750. Okay, let me just look at the flow of orders which is coming in. Yeah, it's too fast. Yeah, it's too fast, so that's fine. But there is a seller at coming in at 450 level. Sorry, 750 level, not 450. Okay, so it is trying to break. Let's see what I get. Okay, let me just switch to the order flow. So we are now going to be in a choppy range because on the spot we have got sellers here, we have got buyers here. So it is going to chop in this range. More buyers are getting trapped at 750, and there is supply trapped below 730 or something, right? So I want 750 to break now. Is it breaking or not? Let me just switch to a smaller time frame, and you are seeing this, right? There is a seller or supply coming in at 750 level. Okay, now it is tagged the VWAP. It is gonna bring in, I'm looking for a flush. Do we get a flush or do we get some absorption? So this is a flush which is happening. It has got absorbed. Again we are moving above VWAP. So I'm waiting for this range to be broken now. So I'm looking for a breakout about 750 and a breakdown about 704. So I will not be taking any trades in this range. I know now that there is some price stability getting created. What I'll be interested is, I want the 750 to be broken now. Because there is a supply, there is seller, in this particular range. So this is supply, and this is where supply is shutting off. Yeah. So don't get chopped off in this type of a scenario. Let me just go to high time frame chart. So 744 is also an area where, so this is where again we are just balancing. 744. Yep. So we are just around those levels. So there is a seller at 740. Okay, and I'll just maximize it. So if you are not able to see the seller, see how am I seeing a seller is there is a red line and there is a green line. This is nothing but the bid and ask line. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So there is a seller here, and what price the market accepts it. So this yellow line is the close. So there's a seller here. So looking at the price action perspective, now I'm seeing a sort of a trend line getting formed. So I want this level to be broken because there are stops getting built at this 4 levels. Okay, a perfect trend line. So this is a range. It will be chopping. Do not take any trades. I'm not seeing actually any trades. I'm seeing sellers are here, buyers are here. Okay, so I want this level to be broken. Let me switch over to the order flow chart. And okay, so there is a trap supply here, and we have got more sellers trapped. So yep, so I'm expecting 750 to be broken, any moment now. Okay, so this is how you can also analyze the flow of orders which is coming in. Again, this is the monthly contract, continuous contract on a 1 minute chart. Okay, so we are just again gonna chop. So let me know if you have got any questions. Okay, so it looked below VWAP, failed, so it is gonna so today it's in the mood to hit the stop losses both the sides. Yeah, so we are just gonna balance around VWAP. And another level which I shared was 744, right? 744. Okay, so this is the line in sand. I just drawn this line. This is the higher time frame level. So how is this level? I got it. This is this particular level, 744 point something, right? So let's observe the reaction. I'm looking at the red line. Here is the red line. It's moving up and down, but see where the supply is coming in. So we are in a chop zone. I call chop more or less a balanced zone. Okay, so this is again that 50-point range where I was expecting the chop. Okay, so we have a supply here, we have a demand here. This is that 20-point range. We have got trapped buyers in futures. We have got trapped seller here and a buyer here. Okay, so no clarity from the trade perspective. But there is supply, coming in at this particular level, that is at 744. Now I'm expecting it to break because there are stop losses here, there are stop losses here, and I'm gonna see if we get a retest of 704. Okay. So I'm just using simple things and I'm decoding the markets free of charge. I'm not. You're getting all the things for free. So you are the lucky ones. No one is ready to share such simple things, right? Okay. So now you would be asking me where is the trade? So the trade is there is no trade. Yeah. Wait for this level to be broken. There is a seller here. So for me, if it breaks out about 750 and if it retraces, that's where I'm looking to take a trade targeting these 2 levels. And yeah, this particular zone, which is around 770. See, it is breakout. So this is the candle which I was looking for. A nice breakout is happening. This is where again supply will be coming in. Okay, so it has broken this. Now there will be a seller here. Yep, there is a seller. It is now trying to take the auction lower. So now as it is retracing, right, this is where I'm looking to add or buy positions. You saw this blip, right, which is happening. So basically it's a short covering, which is happening. Okay, so if it retraces at this particular level, so around 750, that's where, I'm looking to add some positions. Okay, so I'm looking at 750. Does it come and reaches here or not? Let me look at the order flow. Yep, so more buyers coming in, We have got trap supply, so odds are higher. We might be rotating higher. Okay, so it has come to this level and immediately that blip happened, right? So you should be quick enough to execute and, to basically you can put in your limit orders here, right? So this was just 11 points, right? So that's a good sign, but yeah, so let's see whether this level holds or this breaks. To be honest, I don't know. I'm just looking at the sellers, the supply strength. So is it breaking? Yep, it is breaking. So it has broken 744 also, and to the VWAP, and see the absorption. Okay, basically it is retest of the buying. So we have got trap sellers. So these are the guys who are going to come in and reload, and then they are going to take the auction higher. Okay, so if you placed an order here, you would be in loss. You can add one more order here. Your stop loss is this. Okay, so that's the overall trade plan. I'm sorry, I'm not sharing the Go charting charts because my system, I'm facing a bit of technical difficulty, so I'm just decoding the same on TradingView. But overall, in futures, I'm seeing that we are seeing acceptance above 700. There is a seller again coming in at 750. Here there is a supply at 650, and there is absorption at 600, right? So both the data are converging. So let's see how quickly it breaks the VWAP. Yep, it is breaking. So this will be a loss-making trade. So you can exit. That's fine. But things which I'm sharing are pure scalping, right? So these are for option buying. You can, if you're an option buyer, the best way to make money is through scalping. That's what you have to get in, get out, and those are the type of scenarios which you have to be working upon. Okay, so this trade also worked out well. A very nice shared that there will be a supply here, and this was a nice mean reversion trade. Again, absorption seeing, right? So this particular stop losses are getting hit, and now we are just again back into that choppy range. Okay, but overall from the what I'm seeing is from the market generated information, we looked above 750 and failed. Yeah, so this is a sign that there is a seller. Okay, so overall what my plan was to sell on rise, that is working out perfectly. Okay, so now you just need to give it some more time. The time is 9:33. Let it chop. Because again, I'm expecting the auction to develop again in this 50-point range. Yeah. So overall inventory is short, and it is a sell on rise auction currently. Looking at the order flow, we are again back to the balance. So I'm just waiting and watching now. There were a couple of trades which I shared today. There was a long trade here. There was a short trade here. Those two worked out well. Then there was this long trade, it did not work out. Yes, so two trades went well, one trade did not work out well. Yeah, from the scalping perspective. Okay, So with that, okay, nice flush is happening. So again, this is the area where I'm looking for some absorption. So it has hit this SL. Now I'm waiting for it to hit this SL and see if we reverse back to the VWAP. Plus we have a gap. Okay, so this is an unfinished auction. Okay, so this gap will be getting repaired. So is it breaking this level? So I can continue this the entire day. For me, this is pretty amazing. See this gap, still it is left, but yeah, it has got filled. Okay, so yep, that's it. And I'm just ending the session. I hope you learned something new today. So do like, share, subscribe, and do let me know if you have got any questions. And in the meantime, I hope I'll be healthy tomorrow. I'm still facing fever and cough and all that. So yeah, let's see how tomorrow turns out. So I've not taken any trades yet, but yeah, if you have got any comments or questions, feel free to use the comment below. Okay, thank you once again. Take care and